Hey, what's up, guys? Houston here. Look, have you been turned down by your credit union or your bank for a loan because you have really bad credit? Okay? Are you stressing out because you have bills and you don't have enough money to cover those bills? Or let me ask you this. Are you just even struggling to get enough money to put food on the table or gas in your car or even just to do a basic car repair? Well, if so, then I'm going to show you some lenders that may be able to help you. Now, here's the thing about it with these here lenders. These are your small dollar lenders, okay? And please understand that the transparency of this with small dollar lenders that are not related to the banks and credit unions, the interest rates could be high. But at the same time, if you need money right away, then these are probably the best lenders that you want to look out for. Now, this first one is Maxlin. Now, here's the thing about it with Maxlin. They loan up to $3,700, $3,750, okay? And so what you can do, you can actually tell them how much it is that you need. So they go from 100 on up to $3,750, okay? Now, the interesting thing about Maxlin, it says installment loans. So like if you go to like a check cashing place and you borrow money, whatever, then the next time you have to pay all that money back. But here's the thing about it with Maxlin, you can pay back in installments. So you'll be able to pay your loans back in installments. Now, here's another thing. It's not about the credit. And that's one of the biggest things that a lot of people have challenges is because of their credit is in the dumps. Now, even for you guys that are entrepreneurs that don't work a regular job and things like that, I'm going to show you some other lenders to help you as well. Now, here's another thing. Here's another institution. This is CreditL. Okay, now here's the thing about it. Again, it's another small dollar lender. Now they are a platform. Okay, so when you go here, and I'll put some of the links down below, but when you go here, again, it's not about the credit. Main thing that I continue to tell you guys is that long as you have an active bank account with deposits in it, active email, an active phone number. Okay, so even if you're not working a regular W-2 job, these are some of the basic things. So they're not going to ask you to send in taxes. They're not going to ask you to send in pay stubs. These lenders don't work like that. They know that when you come to them, you're already struggling. You're already having credit challenges and things like that. So they have a little more flexibility. All right. Now, for those of you that are in the gig economy, then you want to look at lenders like this. If you can't show proof of income through pay stubs like W-2s and pay stubs, then if you're in the gig economy, you want to check out Giggle Finance. Okay. The reason is because Giggle Finance work with entrepreneurs that you may not even have structured your business yet, right? But at the same time, you're in the gig economy. So you may be doing Uber, Lyft, ride, some type of ride share. You may be a taxi cab driver. You may be a truck driver, right? So if you can prove that you have income coming in and making deposits and stuff like that, even without a pay stub, they're able to help you. When they loan up to $5,000, and as you can see here, no credit requirements. So you're not going to be stuck in that challenge of worrying about credit, okay? Now, again, please understand, with lenders like this, usually they are like merchant cash advance type of lenders. So the interest rate is going to be high. So you as an individual, if you're in the gig economy and you need some money right away, these are the type of lenders you want to work with. Now, some of the more examples of what I was saying, as you can see, Uber, Lyft, Rideshare, TaskRabbit, Care. So there's multiple side gigs that a person can be working and they're able to help. Now, some of the basic requirements is basically you have to be in the gig economy for at least 90 days, all right? Now, many of these lenders, they want you within that 90 days, they want you to show average monthly deposits anywhere from 1,000 to 1,500. All right. Now that's another thing with a lot of these lenders I'm going to be talking about. In terms of the income that you need, is not a lot of income. So monthly income at least 1,000 to 1,500. So what does that mean? That even with some of these lenders that I'm going to be talking about, if you're on disability, if you're on disability, if you're on welfare, if you're on food stamps, these type of lenders still may be able to help you. These are small dollar lenders. Now, again, the exception with this here, you have to be in the gig economy. Now, another lender that's in the gig economy is Lindsaya. Okay. Now, please understand with these gig economy type of companies, they're not in all 50 states. All right. So when you go to apply for them, just make sure that they may service your state in order for you to qualify. But at the same time, this company Lindsaya, they actually offer up to $5,000 as well. And here's some of the qualifications, all right, in terms of 3 months history of the business. Again, it's not a lot, just as long as you've been in the gig economy for at least 3 months. Now, again, like I said, the maximum they offer is up to $5,000, okay? So here's some of the pros of it. You can be approved for a freelance cash advance within minutes. Low credit score won't impact. So as you can see, this is very important. Like I said, for these lenders that I'm talking about, it's not about the credit, okay? These are small dollar lenders and stuff for individuals that are in the gig economy. So if you're not in the gig economy, but you do have income, there are lenders here for you. Like I talk about Uprover. Now, Uprover, again, they offer loans from $300 up to $5,000. But one of the things about it with Uprover, they offer simple interest type of loans, okay? And so with simple interest type of loans, they're not in that high triple digits for us on the interest of the loan. Also with Uprover, they are a tribal lender as well, okay? So that's the good part about it. So what I mean by tribal lender, say that you go to the casino and you lose your money in the casino, what they'll do, they'll take that money and they'll reloan it out. Okay, so that's what that means. All right, now here's a little trick for some of you guys. Look at this. All right, this is a Home Depot. Now, one of the things I tell people, look, if you have a Home Depot store card, all right, here's something you can do. Or if you have a family member that has a Home Depot store card that will trust you, what you all can do is go to Home Depot. Now you want to pick out a product. You may want to buy some water or whatever you need for your apartment. You may need some cleaning solutions, or if you're in a house, you may need to buy some products for the house anyway, right? But when you buy those products, you can also get their Visa gift cards, right? And so depending on the limit of your Home Depot card, you can get a couple $100 of Visa gift cards and stuff, and it'll all be transacted as one purchase. Now, one of the things I always tell people, do not do this hack with just going to get Visa gift cards, because it throws up a red flag and you can get your card shut down. You only want to do it if you're going to get some supplies and then grab some Visa gift cards. They're okay with that because that's one transaction. But you do not want to do that with just going and get the Visa gift cards. Now, for most people are not even aware that you can possibly get this card with a 600 credit score. So I know many of you all may have very challenging credit, maybe less than 600, but just so that you know. So if you have this Home Depot card, don't think that you're completely broke. Now, there's another thing that I would tell you. If you are working a job, here's something else that's very important. If you are struggling to pay your bills and you are working a job, you need to go to your HR and you need to request a tax exempt for 3 to 4 months. That will give you a boost of income. so it can help you catch up on some bills as well. So now you have a few ways to do this. Now let's talk about some of these other lenders. Now you also have IndyLand. Now with IndyLand, as you can see here, they go from 200 up to 5,000. Now in terms of, again, not worried about the credit. We don't focus solely on the credit score. Again, having an active checking account with deposits in it, having an active email, an active phone number, those are the things that they actually look at. Now, here's another lender that can help you as well. This is Money Mutual. Now, please keep in mind, again, these are small dollar loans. So the interest rates are going to be high because they are a fourth tier funding institution. So they already aware that many of the people they work with have a low credit score, or that they don't qualify for the banks, because you can have a perfect credit score of 800. But because you may have maxed out accounts, you may have too high of a debt to income ratio, creditors will turn you down. Your credit unions and your banks will turn you down. So just keep that in mind. But with these here lenders, small dollar lenders, you have a higher chance of approval. Now with Money Mutual, it's from 200 up to 5,000. Okay? And again, you're able to apply for these type of loans and stuff without any impact on your credit. So for those of you that have terrible credit and you're stressing at night and stuff, trying to figure out how can I get some money to fix my car? How can I get some money to pay off some of these bills or whatever? This is the video that can help you. Now, here's another lender. This is Rise Credit. Okay. Now with Rise Credit, as you can see, they go from 500 up to 5,000. Just please keep in mind, they're not in all 50 states. All right. Now, another thing I want to mention to you guys, Rise Credit, what I want you all to pay attention to, like when you start making your payments back to this here type of company, they're reported to Experian and TransUnion. However, they may also report to Clarity and Teletrack. So Clarity is owned by Experian and Teletrack is owned by TransUnion. These are financial institutions. They may also check these institutions to see if you ever filed bankruptcy or are you in a recent default on any loans with them at the same time, using these third-party credit bureaus that track your financial situation. So this is very important. Not saying all of them do, because some lenders, they may check LexisNexis to see what's your situation. All right. Now, another thing that can get you denied in terms of when you're trying to apply for like loans and credit cards and stuff like that, just in general, if you have a mismatch of addresses on your loan application as well as your credit application, if there's a mismatch, then you can have issues there as well that can get you denied. And I don't care if you have great credit, right? But that can mess you around as well. Now, here's another lender. If you are in the gig economy and you're needing a loan, this is Fundu. Now, here's the thing about it with Fundu. They offer up to $10,000, all right? Now, the interesting thing about it, as promised, it doesn't hurt your credit score. This is the thing about it that I want you guys to understand. Looking for lenders that do not affect the credit score. They're all about what the revenue is in the business. Is there an active checking account? Now with Fundu, as you can see, it talks about its freelancers, its small business, contractors, sellers. Again, being a merchant cash advance type of lender, the interest rate may be very expensive, but at the same time, if you need money, you don't have a W-2, you don't have taxes, but you've been in the industry and you're getting paychecks and stuff, this may be one of those lenders you want to turn to. Now, the basic criteria for Fundu needs to connect to Plaid or Decision Logic. These are systems that will connect to your bank account to see that you've been having deposits come in. All right. Now, here's the thing I continue to tell people: you're leaving money on the table if you're operating your business under your social. If you're operating your business under your social, you're leaving money on the table, because a lot of lenders, they don't work with DBAs, and they don't work with people that just operate under their social. Not saying this company, like I said, if you have a regular bank account that you're getting deposits and stuff like that, they still will work with you. Now, the minimum average monthly income, again, is $1,500, so that's not a whole lot of money. So you're looking at what, less than $400, $450 or something like that. $475, excuse me. $475 a week. So you're not making a whole lot of money or whatever, but they still are able to help you. But you have to be receiving that income for at least 3 months or 90 days. Now, for those of you that may have questions about business credit funding, personal credit funding, removing negative items off the credit, click the link in the description. Schedule a one-on-one consultation. Thank you.